Hey class, this is Professor Horn. I hope you're off to a wonderful start. I just wanted to introduce myself and give you a quick walkthrough through the course to make sure that we are comfortable with where we're at in the course. First and foremost is the home page here. If you need to contact me or like a little background information about me, we have all the contact hours here, office hours, etc. Bio's at the bottom there. You can read that before bed. It'll put you to sleep quick. And then we have course overview. It's just that. It's the entire course, all the content basically summed up within a page or two. This is really good for students who are on the fence about whether to drop add during the first week. So I'll go ahead and read this. And then if you like it, then I'm assuming you're probably going to enjoy the course. But if you're looking at this and saying this is definitely not for me, then I would definitely drop the course and find something else ASAP. But just make sure you go through your academic advisors. Here's your organization. There's a unit outline. This is pretty archaic. It's a docx file. Most of the stuff here I've tried to link through Canvas using the technology as much as possible. And we'll talk about that in a minute here. So all your assignments, final exams, prerequisites, basically have to have a past Composition 1. All the learning outcomes, we're going to meet all these. These are all covered in the overview of the course of each module. This is a handy feature. Instead of emailing your professors of what your grade's going to be or what your concerns are towards the end of the semester or midterms, you can use this here to approximate your grades. This is how the entire course is broken down percentage-wise into your grades. All that would equal 100 points. But again, note that this is major writing assignments, so you have a bulk of your score there. Almost half your weighted grade is the writing assignments. So you want to spend a little more attention to those, a little bit more time with those. Work with your tutors up here. You got tutor.com and the FSW Writing Center. Please note that there is no late work accepted in this course. No emails will be accepted of any kind. And we'll look at that again when we look at these syllabus here. There's your response time for me. So don't email me on a Saturday or on the holiday and expect me to reply back. I know a lot of us get used to or are used to using cell phones and quick responses with text messages and stuff like that. But we're going to use business hours for this course. All course communication will be Eastern Standard Time as well. Announcements, make sure you check your announcements frequently. We have to cancel a class, evacuate class, school shootings. It's a brave new world we live in. So make sure you have that set up. And your notifications, you can just go up here to your account, set up your notifications there in the upper left-hand corner. Choose your pronouns if you choose so, etc. Student resources, we have a whole module on this. Course technology, we have a whole module on this one. Accessibility, please, if you, like my dad's wife, my mother-in-law, my stepmom actually, we got stepmom, is blind, full-on blind, lost her eyeballs when she was like 20, horrible stuff, but anyways, accessibility, make sure you have that there, because she requires technology in order to read from the page. She got her master's degree, I think her MFA in creative writing, using a computer, so it can be done. Just make sure you follow the correct steps to do so. Canvas is what we're going to be using. Make sure you understand the Canvas student guide. The onus is on the student. Strategies for success, no-brainer. Basically, make sure that you have your calendar linked here. You have your notifications set up, and that will help you go ahead and get going with your modules. Click on modules. And this is basically our proverbial closet where we're going to throw everything into. I am an instructor review, so you're not going to see these. These are alternative assignments that we put together over the years. You pay no attention to those. So then here we go, getting started, right? This is where we are yesterday, today. Here's your syllabus information. So this is what we're going to get going here. Again, this is an OER course. There's no textbooks required. All the information is embedded into Canvas. There's my office hours. If you need me, online only through this semester. I'll be teaching lectures and ground come spring next year, I think. Delivery method is an asynchronous online course, so we will not be doing a hybrid course where we meet on Zoom or Flex or any of these other modalities. This is fully online, 24/7, anywhere in the world. I taught at USF a number of years ago while living in Australia, getting my upper graduate work done, and it's super exciting what you can do with technology, so let's take advantage of it. These are all your course outcomes that we kind of covered. Again, these will be in the overviews of each module, but I want to draw your attention to student requirements because this is basically what you're acknowledging in the Canvas assignment when you acknowledge the syllabus. So a couple ones are technical issues, computer issues. You'll be surprised how many computer issues, how many dead grandmas appear right around finals, right around when something's due. So please make sure that you have your technology up to date, and you can go ahead and go to your student dashboard here under the welcome page here and go ahead and start clicking on the support, and I'll start bookmarking these as well. Wi-Fi connection guides, etc., to make sure that you have everything you need set up. Good to get it done now during this week, because it's drop ad week. Let's see, your plagiarism is very important. Note that plagiarism in this course is described through various means here. Basically, anything bold and in red is how you'd possibly fail an assignment. So please pay attention to those. So these are the big three here. Fabrication is basically students saying they're citing an assignment in the course, say like Professor Horn's lecture or something like that, but then it doesn't appear on the works cited page, or vice versa. That is corresponding issue, which is also linked to fabrication. Fabrication is basically lying, saying you're inventing or using fictitious sites like awesome professor at super rad university stated this, that, or the other. It happens rarely, usually when the student's in panic mode because they didn't do the work in time. More common, though, is recycling content. Students, for some reason, think they can share other students' work and submit it as their own. That's a naughty no-no. More often than not, what students do is they take some work that they submitted in another course. Say like you had a paper you really enjoyed writing and did well on in Comp 1, or another literature course or something like that in high school or wherever, and then you take that paper and publish it in this course. That would be considered as plagiarism, because I need to be able to assess what you know now in this course using the material, terminology, etc. Now, currently, not what you know then in that class with that professor and that assignment, that kind of thing. So just kind of be aware of that one. Plagiarism websites. This was added this semester. Students are getting really creative. So common ones that I've come across before are Coursical and Course Hero. Do not use these in your literature or any of your courses. These are problematic websites known for academic dishonesty, because students just go there, grab information, cut and paste it, and they'll even cite it, which is not academically sound. So when in doubt, if you are worried about trying to find credible sources rich in ethos, make sure you use your academic sources such as the FSW library. In fact, most of these are going to be linked to your assignments in the rubric. Two new ones that came up this semester during department meetings were the essay bot, which is actually a bot that goes out and collects essays and brings them together and tries to string them together to create one cohesive essay based off a bunch of other essays out there on the internet. It does a terrible job at it. Try it, read it. It's an abomination of language, but the fact that technology is out there and budding and growing is kind of interesting, and that students are so desperate they'll try this. Sudoku.com is a new one to us as well. This is basically the Facebook for plagiarists. This is remarkable, where students will use this site to go up and upload material from this course. Say you got that paper that we just talked about from your previous class, you got a good grade on it, so you upload it there, and then they give you brownie points to go on to access more content from the plagiarism site, and so forth and so on. But the students put their names with it, they put their contact information with it. It's really kind of awkward and weird. In fact, we had a student who used a plagiarism site where they paid the plagiarist to compose an essay, and the student did not pay the plagiarist, and the plagiarist contacted the school and ratted the student out because they wanted their money. So when in doubt, just do the work. Plagiarism basically breaks down to intentional and accidental. Accidental is where we're learning how to use MLA, and then intentional is where we are doing naughty things that we shouldn't be doing. Please note that there is zero tolerance for any form of academic dishonesty that violates any of these policies set forth here. So again, pay attention to these, because these are really important. If you fail a major writing assignment, chances of you passing the class drop drastically. I will try to include extra credit as best I can throughout the course. There's important dates here. And then I'm going to quickly jump to the communication side for your sources, knowing when your due dates are and stuff like that. But lastly, there's a helpful resources down here at the last page. When in doubt, if you have issues, because online it's not easy. I argue that asynchronous online learning is much more challenging than ground courses or flex because the onus is on the student. You make up your own times to work. You're shuffling usually between jobs, children, things of that nature. You have a chaotic schedule, to say the least. I have a chaotic schedule. I got a 2-year-old in school. My wife's traveling. Her father's dying. So this is why I'm online. It works well for me at this point in my life with my family and stuff like that. But for non-academic issues such as organization, things of that nature, you definitely want to go ahead and get an academic success coach to set you up, because you're not the only person who's struggling. Everybody here at FSW wants you to succeed, so that's what we're trying to focus on. BucksCare, use that one for sure. You're going to be using this one all semester. This is linked in there. Code of Conduct, we talked about. Academic support, bookmark that one. You're going to need that one. Writing Center, bookmark that one. You're going to need that one. And then technology, of course, we'll also need. Let's see here. So last, then we're going to go ahead and see how we can access this. Modules, again, is going to be your closet where we throw all our stuff in. There's your mental health stuff that we talked about with BucksCare, Safe Zone, stuff like that. Course resources that we just kind of talked about, 9th edition MLA, Canvas help page, academic support, all that's built in there. Go ahead and download in this one and staple it to your forehead because you're going to be using it all semester. I don't know why students don't use it every semester. It's just a shame. But you're writing a literary analysis every other week in this course, so make sure that you understand how to do so. If you have any questions, just email me and ask. You do have access to Grammarly. Just make sure you use your .bucks.fsw.edu account. And then this is where we're at as of now with the attendance verification policies up until the drop ad week. And that's it. And there's basically your course. So note that anything with essay you want to pay attention to, because again, we'll have those as major writing assignments. There's 3 or 4 that are minor. This is basically the sample. You have this one and a couple infographics. But if you go over here and click on calendar, this is what I wanted to show you. Is that rather than going through the long form here, scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, you can set up your calendar over here, as my office Zoom hours there, and then you can set up here, just click the 3 little dots, select your colors, and then you can link them. Right now, because I'm still setting things up, moving things around for the most part, I'm trying to highlight everything. I do recommend that if you are anywhere busy as I am, or most of your peers, I'll go ahead and click on what you only are trying to access. And that way you'll be able to find your information that much more quicker, right? So you know on these days. And again, note there's a pattern here. Mondays and, or it looks like it's going to be Sundays and Wednesdays for the entire semester, with the exception of holidays. We started on Monday, so it's a little off. But you'll note here that, again, most things are due on Wednesdays and Sundays. So it's good to put a little mental note there on what we can do to go forward. You can link your calendar feed to your Androids, your iPhones, your Google Calendars, your iCals, which is awesome. I strongly recommend doing that way, so that way you know what's due, when it's due. And try to find the major writing assignments. Click on it. Look at it, read it, get an understanding of what your purpose is, what you want to write on, choosing a topic, and get started on them early. There's no reason why you can't start writing on your first major essay up here on the 25th today. While you're going through the process of all the other busy work like the quizzes and whatnot. And then eventually you'll homogenize it together to create an accurate, well-written literary analysis. So if you have any questions regarding the technology, just let me know. Reach out to me. I'm always here to help. Inbox is the best way to get a hold of me here. You just click on the inbox here, and that will go ahead and generate an email to me. And that way I know it's a student trying to get a hold of me. Rather than if you go through my work email, you can hear it dinging. It's a hot mess. So every semester it's just all my stuff goes here. Committees, everything goes here. Whereas here, I know it's just a student in one of my classes asking a question. So if you have any questions whatsoever, again, please let me know. I hope you enjoy the course. I hope you enjoy the content. Make sure, again, your technology is all set up and getting going. And good luck this semester. And I wish you all the best. Chat soon. Bye.